Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to today's learning. Today is on Wednesday 13th, and I want us to talk about the QWERTY keypad. Now, this is what we call the QWERTY keypad. Last, in our previous lessons, we talked about the functions of the various parts of a computer, and we mentioned a keyboard as one of them. So, you can refer yourself to the previous lessons video, and I'm sure you'll be able to remind yourself about various functions of various parts of a computer that you also learned on Monday. So I'd refer you back to the video because that video covered 3 lessons. And so today I want us to look at the QWERTY keyboard. Now this is what we call QWERTY. You can see from here we have the word QWERTY, meaning QWERTY. So I want us to look at various keys with various functions. And the key number 1 that we're going to look at are the alphabet keys. These are the alphabet keys. You can see A, S, up to from A to Z. So they comprise of all alphabetical letters from A to Z. We also have number keys. Number keys, you have 0, 1 to 9. These are the number keys. You can see it has numbers. We also have function keys. Function keys are from F1 to F12. They perform various functions. That's why they are called F1, F2. Those are the F function 1, function 2, up to function 12. We also have enter key. This is the enter key. It's here. We also have another enter key here. So the function of the enter keys, this one usually carries out a typed instruction or selected option from a menu and marks the end of a line. So these ones usually perform a particular instruction that marks the end of a line. So our key number 5 is the backspace. This key, the longest key here, is one that we call the backspace. Now this one, sometimes it deletes, or the backspace is here. Pardon the mistake. But backspace is here. This button that has an arrow pointed to the left, this is the backspace. This one usually deletes or removes one of the character to the left of the cursor each time you press it. So whenever you press this one, you are deleting a letter or a character towards the left. The other key that we're going to talk about is the delete key. The delete key, this one here usually assists. It's right here. It's right here. This one also deletes one character to the right of the cursor each time you press it. Remember, this one deletes to the left, the backspace deletes to the left, and this one delete button or key deletes to the right. So whenever you are typing, this one delete the right, the character to the right, but this one delete the character to the left. And also we also have a very long key here. A very long key here, you can see it, the longest key. That one is called the space bar. It inserts or inputs space between words. That's its function. So this one inputs or gives space between words, or between words. Another key that we want to look at is this one, ESC. We call it the escape key. It cancels a current selection. So once you've selected a particular statement or paragraph in your document that's in the computer, whenever you press this button, it selects that particular, or it cancels that selection that you had selected. So the other one is the tab key. The tab key, the one that has an arrow pointed to the right and the other one to the left with a block on it. So the tab key shifts the cursor to the right by setting amount. Shift the cursor to the right by shifting amount. So if you press it, it gives a very huge amount of space that is automated. Unlike if you use the space bar, they almost perform the same function, but they're quite different whenever you look at them. We also have the shift keys. The shift key, we have one here and the other one here. One here, the other one here, with the arrow pointing upwards or towards the escape key or the caps lock. Now the shift key displays the uppercase. This one here, it displays the uppercase. These are the uppercase. The letters in capitals are the ones that we call uppercase. We say it displays uppercase letters for the alphabetical keys, and punctuation symbols that share the number keys. So whenever you press this with number 1, you find that it will display this exclamation mark. If you press this one, if you hold it down, the shift key, with number 2, it will press this mark at the top of that particular number. And then we also have caps lock. The caps lock is here. Now whenever you look at this one, it locks the letters to produce only upper versions of each other letter. If you press this letter, you find there's a letter, the light will have to be on here, indicating that you've already switched these uppercase letters only. But if you turn it, if you press it again, this letter will go, this lighting will go off at the letter A, indicating that you can only use smaller case letters, or letters A, B, C, D in smaller case. The other one that we can talk about is the control key. Control key. The control key is here and the other one is here. There are two. These are the control keys. Now, this one usually provides secondary meaning or function for almost every other key on the keyboard. So this one, once you press, for example, if you press this control, this CTRL is what is called a short form, but in full form is called control key. This one, when you press CTRL plus C, then that means that you are copying a document. And if you press CTRL button or key together with V, then it means you are pasting it. So this one performs various, gives alternative function to almost every other key on the keyboard. So if you press Control plus F, it has only on its own use. And then we have Alt key. Alt key. When we talk of Alt key, the Alt key, this one it's down here, and the other one is here. The function of it provides an alternative meaning or function for almost every other key on the keyboard. So it provides an alternate meaning or function for almost every other key. Okay. Then, for example, if you press Alt, the Alt key plus Tab key on the keyboard, it enables you to move between different programs on the Windows or on the computer. So if you press this control, if you press Alt plus Tab, it enables you to maneuver on the programs in the computer or the Windows. If you press Alt or this Alt together with F plus S, then on the keyboard, then this one enables you to save a Word document or a text document on the Windows. Okay. Now we do also have the arrow keys. There are 4 here. One facing up, down, left, and right. Now this one is used to move the cursor on the direction that has pointed, either left, right, or down, or even up. Now it can also be used to move an image to the direction that you want. Then lastly, second last key that we're going to talk about is the print SCRN key. This one means the print screen key. Now this print screen captures the information on the screen and sends it to the Windows clipboard. So if you press this one, if you go to Windows clipboard, you'll just have to paste it, and you see the screen that you had screenshot. In short, you can even call it a screenshot key. And the last one, the key that we're going to talk about, is the Windows key. It's here and the other one is here. The Windows key. This one displays the start menu. So I hope you've learned something concerning various parts of a keyboard. These are also number keys. They're just the same function with the others that I've just talked about. So I think you have enjoyed the lesson. Thank you very much. See you next time during our next lesson. Have a blessed day.